I just wanted to start this video off by saying, I told you so. I fucking told you. Around the start of 2021, a not so okay year of my life, I went to anime and manga, you know, like any other functioning member of society, to distract me from all the sad feelings I had at the time. Now, normally I would gravitate towards an action fantasy show, or maybe a nice romance that makes me believe in love again. But little did I know, what I needed was a comedy about an unexpected family doing their part to keep world peace while simultaneously hiding their lives from one another. I know, the way I just described the plot is confusing, but just stick with me here, okay? Long story short, I fell in love with this manga. Spy X Family. I'm calling it that, I'm pronouncing the X. Fight me. Spy X Family was the comedy I needed at the time, and even though it was not a superpower slugfest or an unrealistic rom-com, it still managed to be so much more than a comedy. I didn't believe in love again, nor was I distracted by the action, but instead I was invested in the characters learning what it truly means to bond with someone, from what I can only describe as the most hilarious fated encounters. You see, at the time, the manga had a decent fan base and no anime announcement in the foreseeable future, but the content of the story and the reaction from the fan base made me realize, holy shit, this is gonna be the next big thing. And, well, I fucking told you. The original manga is written and illustrated by Tetsuo Endo, who I'm only guessing is having the time of his life right now because his already ridiculously high manga sales just went up. The story follows Twilight, a spy who is tasked with the job of keeping peace between two neighboring hostile countries. To do this, he must get close to the man organizing this war, Donovan Desmond. But there's just one problem. Donovan's only known source of connection is in his sons, who are enrolled in the world's most elite school for kids.
There is only one thing worse than a rapist. Boom.
A child.
No.
Thus, Twilight must get a family to keep up the facade, enroll his new child into said school, and get close to his target. Little does he know, the family that he does manage to arrange, the daughter Anya is a mind-reading Esper, and the wife Yor is a cold-blooded assassin. Focus on the video, RJ. Focus on the video. And there you have it, the perfect setup for an anything-goes comedy, drama, suspense-ridden story. But what makes Spy X Family so special? Many people are probably going to tell you it's the character writing, how everyone stands out in their own unique way, or maybe the connecting plot points, or how even the smallest details play a major role in the overall flow of the story. Or maybe your thighs, how you can just squish your face in between them. Whoa, that line was for another video. That's not supposed to be in there. What are you doing? Get out of there. The action, the comedy, the drama, the feels. People are going to tell you all sorts of things that make this show special. But the one true thing that makes this show special is Anya. No, I'm not joking. Without a doubt, Twilight, the spy that the whole show is named after, is our protagonist, and Yor will steal your heart once the anime gets to her arc. But Anya is the core of the series. She is the catalyst for all the big moments that start the series, and without anyone actually knowing it, world peace quite literally is in her hands, and she handles it
Well, damn.
like a child would. Never truly understanding the gravity of the situation, always going in without thinking, slurring her words, having no filter, and reacting in a way that will have meme lords satisfied for years to come. I mean, this girl is 6 years old. And I think this is a good time to briefly address the toxicity this show has caused, mainly on, you guessed it, Twitter. From dumb TikToks going viral to anime fans' racist and misogynistic comments on fan edits and trolls, people are starting to label this fan base as one of the most toxic anime fan bases. And all I have to say to that is that none of this started until the anime started airing. And Spy X Family was one of the best-selling manga worldwide before it even got an anime. Meaning, is this really Spy X Family fans? Or when it was just a manga, us manga readers were simply just enjoying our 6-year-old and her wacky family going on crazy adventures. Just saying. And only a 6-year-old would find it cool that her dad is a spy and her mom is an assassin, and look at them as if they were superheroes. Let me rephrase that. Only a 6-year-old like Anya specifically would find that cool. We find out in the first episode that Anya has been adopted multiple times, her powers making her come off as strange and unwanted by others. So of course, a kid that has literally been refunded like an unwanted Christmas present accepts her dangerous family with arms wide open. Because not only are her powers useful to them, but she's also not alone anymore. And now she has the one thing that she's always wanted. Twilight might be the spy in the title, but Anya is the family.
There's always room for family.
Yes, the other characters have a lot of things going on outside of Anya. Twilight has his mission, this being the first mission he doesn't have full control over, and boy, does that stress him out. As for main characters go, this dude is rather compelling. He is a spy, an undercover hero who claims no credit for his work and remains in the shadows. In other words, his job is to literally make no personal connections. Evident in one of the very first scenes he's in. Yeah, this isn't gonna work out. Why? Because you're ugly. So it only makes sense that the hardest mission of his career would be one where he has to make connections. And Yor has her job as an assassin, and her finding out the best way to take care of those she truly cares about. Okay, let's address the thigh in the room. Every season, there is a new girl that takes center stage in the anime community and becomes more viral than your average TikTok dancer. But just like Marin Kitagawa before her, there is always something more. So what makes Yor so special to the point where I have no problem having my timeline flooded with her fan art? Well, she's over 21. The bar is low here. But in all seriousness, what makes Yor one of my favorite characters in the show is that she's not a good person. Yes, Yor is kind to others and she's never rude or mean, but she also kills people without a second thought and kindly asks them to die. There are worse ways to go. She's an assassin. Her murder is no different than selling a hamburger at McDonald's, which is basically murder anyway. But my point is that she is a person that does whatever it takes to protect those she cares about. And it's interesting to see the layers of her character, because that cute smile is not a cute smile at all. It's a mama bear ready to pounce on you if you should ever make the mistake of touching her loved ones. And like I said earlier, all their stories connect at the end of the day, whether that's crossing events or characters' actions unknowingly making everyone else's job harder. Seriously, this family is about to get into all kinds of crazy stuff, and I cannot wait for the reaction of anime-only fans. But the reason why they stay in this weird family of secrets is directly and indirectly because of Anya. She quite hilariously convinced the characters to move in some sort of direction, and as everyone, Anya included, realizes that this arrangement they have going on might be more helpful to their personal lives than they think. This facade might, just might, come crumbling down into an actual familial bond, and if that happens, I'll gladly stop pronouncing the X, because these three lovable characters will truly be a spy family. That's all for me today, guys. Spy X Family is without a doubt my favorite new gen anime and manga, but what about you guys? What do you think? Comment below. Seriously, I am so happy this manga is getting the love it deserves because I've been hyping it up for years, and I'm gonna apologize for the man I become on Twitter as these episodes continue to air because I'm actually not sorry. Speaking of Twitter, go give us a follow, and also go follow us on Twitch for video game madness and live reactions to anything, really. Seriously, it's a fun time. You guys should join us. But if you want more content like this, then subscribe because we're only going to keep giving you more. Also, hit up that Discord link to hit up that Discord to bug me about the videos I promised months ago. They're coming. Trust me. Thank you so much for watching. I'm RJ Lane, and this has been On the Rise.